Hey guys, how you doing? This is Jax from the Trinity and welcome to episode 4 of Let's Play Frostpunk. Now, initial disclaimer, I am replaying this episode again. Just recorded it and my mic was switched off. So yeah, that was a really schoolboy error on my part. So I'm going to be playing this episode again. I've already played it once, I've just reloaded from a save point. So yeah, let's get into this. So, where were we? We were looking to try and get everything sorted out. What we realised in the last game is that gathering posts for things like sawmills, etc. do not actually work. So what we're going to do is, we've got everyone off there, we're just going to dismantle the buildings. And for the steelworks as well. So dismantle that. So we have someone starving, but that should come in fairly quickly once the hothouse is in there and we have more food available. So we've got 2 hothouses now. Research for the medical outpost upgrade is coming in, which is going to be good. Then we're probably going to look at maybe doing the bunkhouse, the sawmill upgrade, and then after that we're going to be going straight into the drafting machines to give us a bit more tech options. So again, not too worried about the hunger right now. Where are our scouts going? Our scouts are heading out to the steel bridge and they should be there in about 5 hours, which is great. And yeah, so I'm a little bit frustrated with myself. It was an utter schoolboy error for me to not check my mic before I started this. But you live and learn, and I think that's the first time I've done that in my recording history. So yeah, a bit of a silly thing to do. Yeah, you'll probably learn that I'm pretty good at doing very silly things when it comes to IT, or technology in general. So we have just the 1 sawmill on the go. I think we really need to start bringing production in for a second one. So if that tree there is the outside edge of this one, if we get a second sawmill, where was the outside edge? That one there. So second sawmill. It's that one there. If I bring it in just about there, that should be good. I can bring a path round for it as well. I'll have to do it like that. And there we go. So that's going to increase our amount of wood that we're bringing in. It's going to increase more labour, so we'll have more people available, more people working, which is better than sat unemployed doing nothing. We have a large amount of 25 idle engineers, which just seems wrong, really. But we'll get people working on this, and yeah, that should be good. What have we got? We've got 1 fight arena here. So the scouts have reached the bridge. Do we just have the 1 fight arena at the moment? We do. So I reckon another another fighting arena would not be a bad idea. So that one overlaps there. We can bring that one into there, and that captures the rest of the housings, which is good. And what I'll also do is give that a path around as well. Great, so the guys have reached the steel bridge. So a brass plaque on the bridge of the tower reads, built by the people of Winterholm in AD 1887. The bridge is kept completely snow-free by a working automaton. So the search might provide us with an automaton? Wow, a functional automaton. We stop at the edge of a deep wide ravine, marvelling at the steel bridge spanning it. Even more so at the huge automaton sweeping the snow from the roadway. It would be possible to send the machine back to our city or disassemble it for resources. So if we send it back, we get 1. If we dismantle it, we get 2 steam cores and 89 steel. I want the big robot. You reprogram the automaton to send it on its way. As it disappeared in the distance, walking steadily towards our city, the first wisps of snow started to settle on the bridge. So that's pretty cool. We're going to send a robot back to the city. Let's have a look at our book of laws. Care home. So this is what I was looking for in the last video. Trying to find some way of researching it or building it, and it wasn't there. So it looks like it's actually in the book of laws, which I didn't realise that buildings were also in the book of laws. But actually, when you think about it, there was the fight arena that we got. There's also the options for a pub, So let's get the care home and get that in place.
Listen, everyone.
They want me to build a care home now. So if I go into health and care home, what status was it? So it's a level 2. I reckon we can put it in there. How far does that steam core reach? So we do want another steam hub. Where does it reach out to? Just the edge of there. Steam hub. So let's put the second steam hub right on there. I think that will give us coverage. Okay, so we are burning through his resources a little. What's happened here? Deserted bridge. Finding the bridge to Windhelm proved that we're on the right track, but raised questions. Why was the bridge deserted? Why wasn't the automaton under the care of an engineer? There are logical explanations to it all, but people are growing anxious. We'll find out more in Windhelm, so hope is unfortunately going to drop. So let's burn through the free time a bit. I forgot to send my scouts out, so there's a weather station or a large convoy. I think we send them out to the large convoy. Let's go. Look at that snow melting in that area. So that proves we've got some decent coverage there now. So the sawmill's being built. We need to get some workers out there. Get the heating on as well to keep them nice and toasty warm. That'll bring us more wood in. Do keep clicking that instead of the actual X. Steam generator is getting close at 78%, but we can still push it a little bit more, I think. So the care home is chilly. Let's get the heater on. There we go, make that livable. Beautiful. So that's going to mean it's going to give us more food, because they're not going to be eating food as much. Because when people who can't look after themselves are in the medical base, they eat full rations, but when they're in the care home, they eat half rations. So that's going to be nice. Save us a bit of food. How are the hunters' huts? They're going pretty well. They're bringing quite a bit of food actually. How many of those do we have now? 1, 2 hunters' huts. We have 2 hot houses that are all fully worked as well. Do we have? I thought we had 3 hunters' huts. It doesn't look it. How's this going now? 93%. I'm going to have to turn that off. But with the steam places, it should make it a bit easier for us. So we have the thumpers working, or when they're there anyway. Still worse, we have people working in that. Okay, so we just need to rattle through the free time. People are back in work now, so that's good. The hunters have brought us food back, so that's good. It'd be nice if there was a bit of an overlay where I could actually see how many of one building I have. Maybe there isn't, I'm just missing it. Where were the, when we first moved here there was some storehouses, weren't there? Stockpiles. Okay, so we've got this sawmill upgraded as well. Let's go back in and get some more research. Get the bunkhouses on the go, which will increase that, that's good. Okay, so generally I'm feeling fairly comfortable about how things are working out here. The temperature's going to drop by 10, which will make it easier. The scouts have arrived at a large convoy as well. Explore. This is a convoy carrying workers that got lost in a blizzard. They're weak and have no provisions. We should listen to their story and escort them to the city. They sought Windhelm. The workers who were riding in this convoy told us they were heading for the city of Windhelm. We were supposed to follow the signal from the beacon, but we couldn't pick it up, they say. We tried to follow a search pattern to find it, but we ran out of fuel. So we could escort them. I think we're actually just going to send them directly, which is fine, because then we can get these guys to go out to the weather station. Please and thank you. There we go. So we've got some more people coming back, which means we have to deal with more space issues. Well, not space issues, but we have to build some more buildings. Once the bunkhouse comes in, I think we'll probably build a few bunkhouses to start with and take it from there. Now this steel is not being worked, so I'm going to send some kids out. I'm going to send some engineers out to work on that steel wreckage and give us a bit more steel. Cookhouse is fine. I'm happy with the kids in there. I could probably do a more level of min-maxing to try and get resources and people working, but I'm not finding that my buildings are empty. It is what it is. It'd be nice if when people are absent you could actually get people who are unemployed to come and work those jobs whilst you wait for them to return from sickness, but I guess that isn't a thing as of now. So the hothouses are producing out 3 food per hour, which is pretty good going. The Hunter's Hut are giving us 20 per day. So that's the bunkhouse that's just come in. I've done it again. It would be nice to certainly get a better level of food. Okay, so we're still in work time, so we're going to go straight into the next, which is drafting machines. Next level of upgrades. We've got some people coming. So we have a steam hub there and a steam hub there. Oops. That's covering there. That one's covering there. We have one covering that area as well. So if this one's covering here, we could probably get some bunkhouses in there pretty straight away.
The shift is ending.
To get bunkhouses, yeah, to get the new people at least housed and warm. One there and one there. That'll give us 20 to start with. We've got a gap in there. Can we get a bunkhouse in there, I wonder? Nope, and nope. But yeah, that was good planning on my part, wasn't it? Let's get some more streets in then as well. Take that round to there like that. We can actually upgrade some of the existing tents into bunkhouses, which might not be a bad option. Again, we'll run it a bit faster and see where we go. Discontent's pretty high right now. Well, I say pretty high. So bad food and cold at home. The duel is taking place in accordance with the dueling law. So are you going to tell me that that single house there is not covered? And it isn't. Those houses covered, so those ones are covered and those ones are covered. So that one blooming bunkhouse. But I suppose if I build, there's no harm in building up a second steam hub, because we can build it here. And we can put some more bunkhouses along the edge there as well. Which still keeps within our population area that we were wanting to do. And then we have plenty of overlap, probably for going all the way around actually, for some bunkhouses in that area. Which, to be honest, is not a bad idea. I'll just extend that road out there. I feel like I'm going to have wasted space there. Hunter's Hut. How big are the Hunter's Huts? Too big for that space, that's for sure. We could just plop another one down at the back of there. How much is it going to cost us? 20 wood. We have 61 of them at the moment. So, I'll tell you what, let's get some more food. So we have our robot coming back, we have some people coming back. These guys are not far away from the coal mine. Is it a coal mine? I guess we'll find out. And it's going to get warmer. it's actually going to get warmer. Yeah, weather station. Why was I thinking it was a coal mine? Anyway, weather station. There's nobody in the weather station, but everything seems to be operational. We could try and find out what the scientists on Winterholme were working on. Explore. Grim forecast. We found scientists' notes. They predicted the Great Cold is going to get much worse. What's more troubling is that the observation ended abruptly months ago. There was not a can of Spam or not even a crumb of bread left in the pantry. It's obvious they moved out for good. We can see the city of Winterholme from the roof of the weather station. Site discovered, Winterholme and coal mine. Take resource, I'm going to get 114 coal and a steam core. And I think we want to send these guys straight back home with those. Get the coal, get the steam core in. Whoa, okay. So, abandoned station. The recent report from the weather station has got people talking. They're frightened and such an important facility was abandoned. Some are starting to wonder whether the evacuation from London was a good idea. A few are lamenting openly. I knew we shouldn't have come. At least London had real houses, not tents and wooden shacks. We'll have an answer soon enough, and hope drops. Care house, a note of thanks. Someone has left a note at the care house. It reads, "Thank you. With all the work we have to do, it's so hard for families to properly take care of an invalid. Places like this make life a little easier for us all." That's pretty cool. And we'll have hope go back up. So we've dropped it and then it's gone back up again. So, what was that? It's what it is, really. So what's under construction? Or is that just the street? That's just... oh no, it's this steam hub. Okay, so we've got time to build we're going to have time to put in a new law at some point. People will be going back to work. Oh, look at that. So the temperature's dropped. That means everything's just getting that little bit easier. People are a bit warmer. Everybody's happy. Surprisingly enough, we have no workers. But these guys are coming back soon, so that's going to be good. People are on the way out to work.
The work shift starts.
Robbie the robot's coming back. I don't know if that's what his name's going to be, of course, but pretty cool if it was. So that's good. We're getting more raw food in. That was from the hunters who came back overnight. The hot houses are working well. Fighting arena. Medical post. In fact, you know, I'm going to turn the heater off on that. There's no need for the heating to be on. No need for the heater to be on there now either. So we can save a bit of coal whilst we're doing that. Got a couple of bunkhouses. Oh, book of law. So I think let's give people a pub. So I have to build the pub. Patrons of the public house are less discontented. Hope will rise. I say let's give the people a pub.
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city.
They can drown their sorrows. So I've just spent a lot of money on heating that area, so I don't really want to put it right there. If we can put it next to the hothouse. Go over this way somewhere. Where's the best place to put it? Let's put it next to the hunter's hut. There we go. So let's get people lubricated. They won't have to worry about... oh, we're up to the next level of tech. That's good. Let's see what we've got. So anything on the first level that we want to finish off first? I wonder if coal mining is worth it at some point. Coal mining uses a steam core. We haven't got any steam cores. Generator range. Allows us to turn up the generator range, extend its setting and extend its heating zone. Note, the coal used by the generator is doubled when this setting is in use. So I think we're managing the range and everything pretty well right now. with the heaters in the steam hubs. So if you were to increase the steam hubs, the steam hub would also increase the amount of coal used as well. Resources. Cookhouse insulation, infirmary, hothouse insulation. I think we actually go and get the hunting tactics. Bring some more people back for us. So who have we got working out here? We had engineers working on this. Children can't go hunting, can they, actually? So. Wow. So here comes our Robbie the robot. In real steampunk fashion as well. So that is pretty cool. So, here he comes. Using automatons. Our first automaton is operational. This will help our economy greatly. Automatons can replace entire manual labour crews. They work around the clock with short breaks to refuel at the generator. We can research upgrades to raise their efficiency and capability. I see. So we got ourselves a robot. There he is. Look at that bad guy. The White Indian. Can we call it that? Is that okay? I suppose it's going to have to be. So right, let's get rid of the workers out of there and stick the robot on there. Let's give us plenty of people. So I'll tell you what, straight in, bump. Let's put out the Hunter's Hut upgrade. Cookhouse, that's fine because it's full of food. Oh shit, we've actually maxed out our food rations. So we need to build a second depot. Pause. Resources. Resource. We're going to go there. I can't believe that we've actually maxed out our available food. I'm pretty stunned by that. Storage limit reached. I'm very stunned by that, actually. So where's our dude going? So does he just mate with it? Huh, kind of looks like that is exactly what he's doing. Awesome. So have you people got out there and built that yet for me? No, they haven't. Need some people to work in the pub, so we're going to send engineers to the pub for now. We need to get some more houses down, don't we? Food, health, people, bunk homes. So we had done a little bit of jiggery pokery around this side to get people warm. So we're going to have how many people are we getting back? 25, 16. So we want to get, goodness me, how much? Uses 10 steel. So we can get 3 out. 1, 2, 3. Get 3 bunk homes out. Hopefully people are going to go out and build this, which they are doing. In about 3 hours, so that's good. We again have some spare people available. So 4 children, 10 idle engineers, our robots working, and all the adults are working hard for this sake, for the cause. So we need to store food rations in this resource depot. Yeah, that's probably the best way. But you see, now this robot's working, it's free time. The robot, and he will use more coal, but that boy is just smashing shit out now. So we can turn the heat off in there because he's not bothered about the cold. So we're getting steel through the night, which is very, very awesome. Hunter's Hut's working. Book of Laws. People are still a bit discontent, but I don't know why, because we're trying to make them happy as best we can. Don't know what their issue is. more people being ill, but we're working on it. Temperature is going to drop again. We have 114 coal and the steam, so that's our scouts back. We'll send our scouts back out. Where should we send them? More coal. I think we go for more coal actually. Well, I'm assuming that the coal mine will give us more coal. It makes sense that that would happen. But in this game I found that sense doesn't always make it. Don't judge me, that's fine. It makes sense. Leave me alone. So we've actually got people moving into the bunkhouses, which is a little frustrating because we're building them for the new people arriving. But what we can do is we can also upgrade some of the existing bunks, which is what we'll do. We're out of steel, but don't worry. Probably the robot's on it. Well, he was, but now he's going over there for some reason. Of course, he'll be going to charge up. So that's the bucket floors kicking in again. I'm getting used to that sound now. Moonshine. So if we give the people moonshine, we can give people a bit of liqueur now and then to soothe their aching bodies and souls. After introducing this law, another one can be passed off. Oh, okay, so that's the standard timing. So every meal slightly lowers discontent. Eating soup causes less discontent. Well, since we're giving them really crappy soup, which I assume is stuffed with sawdust, it might be not a bad idea to have the moonshine. But we can also get in some bitches and hoes. So prostitutes can be employed in each pub to further lower discontent, although hope will drop. As long as they don't get syphilis or anything, I think there's not really a bad thing. Anyway, let's bring the moonshine law in. Let's make people happy
Listen, everyone.
with alcohol,
Law,
or at least to stop worrying about the food.
one time. Get moving.
And everyone can enjoy the liqueur in moderation. Yeah, it'll be fine. So we've got 6 people who can't work yet because they're amputees. But I think we need to actually build a factory for that. And then we actually start manufacturing. Prosthetics is the word I was looking for. Which is pretty cool. So in 6 hours we're going to get some new people. Hopefully we'll be able to house them all fairly quickly. I think that's the hunting tactics increase. And I think really once we've housed them all, I'm probably going to put a cut in here and make sure that my mic is still switched on. Right, technology. So what does the hothouse? So the hothouse just gives us a heat level. Factory. So by building a factory it takes up a steam core. At the moment I don't think we're that desperate to get the people up and running. Gathering post insulation, so that gives it a warmer heat level. I don't think we're to the point that we need. Outpost depot. So that allows us to assemble an outpost team and send it to establish a permanent resource outpost far away from the city and maintain a connection with it. So that means we can get resources coming in. That sounds pretty cool. So it allows us to build a steam sawmill. Processes frozen trees fast, displaying up to 121 wood per standard day. Okay, so we've got plenty of options all of a sudden. I need some more steel before I do any more tech upgrades. But let's get these people in. Make sure we got them housed. And I can sleep comfortable knowing that that's the case. So everyone is nice and toasty warm. closely. Again, better heat means less illness, which I finally got on top of that after what seemed like a sick wave. Look at this, the food rations. Look at this. Even with the extra storage, we're getting high up. Survivors reach the city. Sir, a group of survivors has reached our city. They are tired, they need a place to rest, a bite to eat and perhaps some medical attention, but they are ready to lend a hand however they can. I see. So, are they housed immediately? Have we actually nailed that? So they're not...
End of shift. Go rest all who can.
Well, would you believe it? And actually we're starting to max out our wood stockpile as well. So it looks like we're going to have to build another one of these hubs. Resource depots. This is unheard of, particularly in my games anyway. So resources, resource depot. I'm going to stick it in front of there. Go and get that built as well. Although wood disappeared very quickly afterwards. We have this coal here as well, so I think we probably want to build a coal mine at some point, but we are, with the thumper, where we're knocking coal out pretty quickly. I'm absolutely chuffed that we brought all those people in and we've immediately housed them. That's really, really good. That's really good. Get the heater on in that gathering outpost. I didn't realise I'd left that one like that. And the automaton's working there, but I don't have to worry about heat. So in this one we are going to go for an extra wood slot, which makes it easier. Okay, well, on that note, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching, guys. As again I've said before, I am very new to YouTube. I'm very new to how to make videos, etc. So I'd love to hear from you, be it a like on the video, a comment. If I annoy you, it's a possibility I do. And also thank you to the people who subscribed so far. Now we have 10 subscribers, which is 10 more than what I ever expected in my wildest dreams. So thank you very much to those people. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.